Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. Welcome to the Spine Ticks After Party. Got some great stuff to share with you tonight. I have 2 TTM returns, several eBay pickups, and we'll also be opening up the 21-22 Upper Deck NHL Star Rookies box set. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the TTMs. So this first TTM is actually not for me. This is for my sister-in-law. It comes from Indianapolis, Indiana. Initials are JM. And it's unopened, but hopefully you can see right there. That's actually John Mellencamp. And it looks like he signed it. J. Mellencamp or John Mellencamp, 2023. So really excited to get that back. I actually sent 3 index cards, so I'm not sure if all 3 of them were signed or just one. But there's definitely one in there, so really excited to get that back. Can't wait to give that to her. And the other one that I received, this one comes from St. Louis, Missouri. Initials are PW. This is a bowling Hall of Famer. This is actually the second time I've received a TTM from this individual. The first time I sent a rookie card, and it was signed, but unfortunately it got really damaged in the mail. I mean, it's got creases all in it, so wanted to send out again, and unfortunately I didn't have a rookie card to send this time. But I picked up several, I think, Goodwin champions, and he signed all 3. Sent the letter back, but didn't inscribe anything or answer any of the questions. But this is Pete Weber. Yeah, and these are Goodwin champions, I believe 2019. And so he signed this mini. Definitely one of the best bowlers of all time. We got this one right here, the Gowdy. And the Goodwin Champions Blue. So definitely excited to get another return from the great Pete Weber, son of Dick Weber, another amazing bowler. So thank you so much, Mr. Weber. I appreciate you taking the time, and definitely happy to add those to the collection. All right, so next I'm going to be showing some autograph pickups that I got off of eBay, and I'm actually splitting this up. I'm going to show the 3 8x10s that I received today, and then the I guess the 5x7 photos that I got. I'm going to save it for another video, but I did want to show this. This is kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. This is kind of small font, but I found a great seller on eBay that sells autographs, and this is, I think, my 3rd purchase from them, and they've got amazing prices, and they do auctions as well, and a lot of these were auctions that were ending, and they were still listed at like a penny in some cases, and I was winning these for like a penny or a quarter or something. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, I ended up with 20 autographs. If you can see right there, the subtotal for the autographs was, it looks like $7.46. I did pay $20.80 for shipping, but the total, I actually got a $1.67 discount because I think there was like a 5% discount or something that was included. But I ended up paying $28.78 for 20 autographs. Just a great deal. Absolute steal. And so really excited to get these. Unfortunately, the 3 that I'm going to be showing are all inscribed to Rick. I'm not sure who Rick is, but I guess for this video, I'm going to be Rick, but really happy to get these. All 3 are Hall of Famers. There is 1 baseball, 1 football, and 1 hockey. And hopefully I've got enough room on the screen. I think I do. This is the first one. Great image right here. It says, "To Rick." It says best in years or best in something or other. I can't read that, but it is Pierre Pilote. And he is a Hockey Hall of Famer. And I believe he was a 3-time Norris Award winner. And he passed away in 2017. So really happy to get this autograph. Just a great image. I don't really care that it says "To Rick." I got a great deal on this. So really happy to get this and add it to the collection. Unfortunately, I don't have any 8x10 top loaders, so I'm going to have to order a couple of those, or 3 of those, I guess. The next one, again, this is also to Rick. This is a football Hall of Famer. Still with us, but he is not signing through the mail anymore. And this is Raymond Berry. It's just an amazing image right there. When he retired, he had the most receptions and most receiving yards in NFL history. Since been broken. But we got to Rick, Raymond Berry. And then he put 1977. So I'm guessing that's when this was signed, was 1977, would be my guess. Because at the bottom it says he was class of 1973 in Shriney, Professional Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio, Raymond Berry. So my guess is this was signed in 77 because that's not, a Hall of Fame inscription. Unless he forgot what year he was enshrined, and I doubt that was the case. So definitely a great autograph to add to the collection. He was doing TTMs up until probably a couple of years ago, probably 2019 or 2020, but he has since stopped. So definitely happy to get this and add it to the collection. And the last one, this is actually a player that I collect. I'm trying to collect his player run. I've mentioned it many times before. There's 3 people that I'm trying to complete the entire player runs for right now, and that's Carl Yastrzemski, Orlando Cepeda, and Billy Williams. Now, Orlando Cepeda does TTMs, and I've received an autograph on a 72 Topps from him. And I think Billy Williams is actually like $30 for a TTM. I think he does TTM, but it's just a little pricey. You can find his autographs on eBay for a little cheaper than that. And then Carl Yastrzemski, I don't think he TTMs at all, and his autographs are fairly expensive. But really happy to get this. This is a great image. And this is Billy Williams. And he signs it to Rick, Billy Williams. So really happy to get this. Add it to the collection. So now I have a Cepeda autograph and a Billy Williams autograph. And so all I need now is a Carl Yastrzemski autograph. And hopefully I can pick that up at some time in the future. Definitely would like to get one. But really excited to kind of check this one off the list. So those are the 8x10 autographs that I picked up. And I definitely got some nice 5x7s that I'll be showing maybe next week, if not, definitely in the near future. And I actually have 2 other orders placed from them. I ordered one on the 27th and another on the 30th, both in October. And unfortunately, the tracking never seems to have updated. And so I actually contacted them, and they said that they could verify that they did indeed send them out, but I haven't received them yet. And, by the end of the weekend, it's probably been about 2 weeks since I placed the order. And there's definitely some Hall of Famers in there that I can't wait to get the autographs of. And so I don't know what's going on with that, but they said, if you don't receive it, they'll take care of me. And so at the very least, I know I'll be able to get my money back, but I'll be really disappointed if something happened to those and they don't end up coming, because there's definitely some great autographs in there. But all right, so moving on. So I've sort of been on a little bit of a lot kick lately. I'm really excited of how the 1980s Stars and Hall of Famers lot has kind of turned out, and so I've sort of been looking, just randomly typing in, sports card lot, or just going into category and then sports cards and then trading card lots and looking for like ending soonest. And so I've found some really nice lots of cards that I've picked up. And actually, let me, while I'm on the subject of the 80 Stars and Hall of Famers lot, I did sell one card this week to give you an update on that. It was a damaged 1980 Topps Goose Gossage. Sold it for $1.62, 56 cents for the eBay fees, 63 cents for the shipping. So I cleared 43 cents. So just a little over, I guess, $6.25, I guess, is what my total is right now. So slowly but surely selling these cards. And right now, I've only got the 231 cards listed because I've only listed the first group. Now that it's November, I can start listing the second group, and I am off for the Thanksgiving break coming up next week. And so I plan to get the scannings done at some point this week, and then I'll be posting them next week. So hopefully some of the sales start picking up. And I actually think the first group should be expiring sometime this week. Might even start tomorrow. So hopefully there's a couple other sales coming in pretty soon. But, nice little start, I suppose. All right. So back to the lot that I picked up right here. This is actually a lot of Bowman and Bowman Chrome rookie cards. It was 84 cards, I believe, and I won this for like $1.25 plus shipping. So I actually was looking for a Josh Young rookie card, and for this one, I actually just typed in Josh Young rookie card, and I saw this lot, and so I ended up keeping an eye on it. There was like 15 minutes left, and I ended up winning it for much cheaper than I was expecting. And some of these go back to 1998, so these players, in that case, are over 40 years old, and so a lot of them did not pan out, but I'll go ahead and show them anyway. So we'll start with Randy Wolf. That's probably the most notable. This is 1998 Bowman. Randy Wolf had a fairly decent career. But the rest from this first portion pretty much busted. I'm not sure many of them made the majors, but we got Kevin Barker. There's another Kevin Barker. Got Luke Allen. We've got Joe DiPastino. Got Robert Luce. What does that say? Dan McKinley. Vance Wilson. That vaguely sounds familiar. Got Mike Lincoln. Matt Kinney. And then this is 2000 Bowman. This is Scott Siebel. And the rest of them are from, the last 3 or 4 years, I guess. 2020 through 2023, I guess. Maybe 2021 through 2023. Yeah, I think it's 2021. So this is a 2021 Bowman. We got Taylor Trammell. And I'm pretty sure some of these are going to hit and some of them are going to miss. There's a few names that I definitely know in here, but there are a lot that I'm really unfamiliar with, like this guy, Jordan Balazovic. CJ Chatham. But, for $1.25 plus shipping, it's definitely worth picking up. Next, we have Evan White. I think these are all still 2021, yeah. We got a couple of this one. This is Edward Cabrera. Next, we have Robert Poisson. Next, we have Tristan McKenzie. Next, we have Tristan Casas. Definitely familiar with Tristan Casas. Next, we have Ian Anderson, another player I'm familiar with. Next we have Jared Kelenic, another notable player. Next we have George Kirby, nice player. Next, I'm a pretty big fan of this guy, O'Neal Cruz. Don't have too many cards of his, maybe two. And there were actually two cards of his in this lot, so definitely happy to get those. All right, so I think that was the last 2021. Yeah, so now we're on to 2022. And I believe these are like prospects. So I'm not sure if they had a Bowman prospect set and a Bowman regular set. That would be my guess, because they look slightly different. We got the border on the left side with the prospects, and then the right side for the major leaguers. But we got Raquelvin de Castro with this ultra modern stuff. I'm really unfamiliar with it. Next we have Jose Salas. Know a lot of the players, don't know the products. Next we have Emmanuel Rodriguez. Next we have Heriberto Hernandez. Next we have Cooper Kinney. Next we have Ronnie Mauricio. Vaguely familiar with him. Definitely heard the name. Next we have Diego Cartaya. Hopefully a couple of these guys can have a nice career. Next we have Yoeliqui Cespedes. From what I understand, this is the brother of Yoenis Cespedes. And the last one of the prospects is Jeter Downs. Definitely heard of him, but hasn't quite turned into a nice prospect up to this point. All right, so these are all, I believe, major leaguers, and these are rookie cards, I suppose. So we got Colton Welker, Rodolfo Castro, next we have Josiah Gray, Brian De La Cruz, and let me move these out of the way. Next we have Matt Vierling, next Connor Wong, next we have Juan Yepes, definitely heard of Yepes. Next we have Jackson Kowar, a guy I'm familiar with for sure. Next, we have Jake Berger. Next, we have Gavin Sheets. Another guy I'm familiar with. From what Will was telling me, this is Larry Sheets' son. Next, we have Joe Ryan. Pretty good player. Next, we have Matt Manning. Next, we have Vidal Brujan. Next, Seth Beer. Next, we have Shane Baz. Definitely heard of Shane Baz. Next, Lars Nootbaar. Next, we have Josh Lowe. His brother, Nathaniel, plays for the Rangers. Next, we have Brandon Marsh. Pretty nice player. And I believe that's the last of the 2022. So this is 2023 Bowman. We've got Nolan Jones. Not really familiar with many of these. Got Nelson Velasquez. Next we have Simeon Woods Richardson. Next we have Alec Burleson. Next we have Mark Vientos. Next we have Levon Soto. Next, I have a few cards of this guy, so I know who this is. Miguel Vargas. Next, we have Shea Langeliers. Heard of him. Next, definitely heard of this guy, Tristan Casas. We saw him earlier. Next, we have Gabriel Moreno. Played in the World Series. Pretty nice player. And the last of the 2023 Bowman, definitely heard of this guy, Kodai Senga. He had a nice year. Happy to get this one for sure. All right, so that's the last of the 2023 Bowman. Next, we have a few cards from the Bowman Platinum. And this is 2022. These are kind of nice. I still prefer the actually being able to see, the actual background of the ballpark instead of all of this fancy schmancy stuff right here, but it does look nice. We got J.P. Sears. Next, we have Nick Plummer. Next we have Elahuris Montero. Next we have Jake Berger. Next, definitely heard of this guy, Mackenzie Gore. Next we have Gavin Sheets again. Next we have Seth Beer. Next we have another Josh Lowe. Next we have O'Neill Cruz. This might be my favorite card of the lot. Right up there with the Josh Young, which I'll show in a minute. And that's the last of the Bowman Platinum. Next we have Bowman Chrome. This is 2021 Bowman Chrome. Got Grayson Rodriguez. I think this is 2021 as well. Yeah. This is Nick Gonzalez. Positional Promise. Not sure if this is a refractor or if they look like this normally. A pretty cool card. Next, this is this is also 2021. This is a futurist, Garrett Mitchell. And apparently this is a Mojo refractor, which is kind of cool. It's the only Mojo refractor in the lot. Pretty good prospect. Next, these are from 2023 Bowman Chrome. I think the rest of them are all 2023 Bowman Chrome. But we got a few of these top 100 Bowman Scouts. This is Ricky Tiedemann, number 24. Next, this is 27. This is Kevin Parada. Next, we have number 48, Andy Pages. Next, we have number 91, Kobe Mayo. All right, so that's the last of the top 100. Next, we have a couple of these sites on September. We have Robert Hassel III. Again, I'm not sure if these are refractors or if they normally have that refractor finish. I'm guessing they do. And we have Sal Frelick. Next, we have a couple of modern prospects. We have Carlos Colmenares. And a player I'm definitely familiar with, Marcelo Mayer. And the last two cards of the lot will both be Rookie of the Year favorites. We have Garrett Mitchell. And the last card of the lot, Josh Young. Been picking up a few Josh Young rookie cards here and there. Did not have this one. World Series champ. All right, so that's the 84 card Bowman Chrome lot. Definitely got my money's worth with that. Hopefully a couple of those prospects pan out. All right, so next, these were actually two different lots. One was a lot of Merlin UEFA Champions League refractors, and the other one, I believe these are 2022. Yeah, these are 2022 Merlin UEFA refractors, and the other one is 2021 Topps Chrome refractors, and this is Formula One. And I won both of these from the same seller, combined shipping. And I think it was 99 cents for the 4-card Formula One lot, and I think it was like $2 for the refractors of the Merlin soccer cards. So combined shipping, I think shipping was like $4. So there was one card in particular in the Champions League cards that I definitely wanted to get, and there are several in here that I'm not familiar with at all. But for the price I paid for the lot, definitely happy with it. They all came top loaded, which was nice. So let's go ahead and get started. This is Shola Shore Tire. Again, these are all refractors. It's a rookie card. Definitely don't have much ultra modern soccer at all. So kind of happy to add these to the collection. Give me some names to kind of look out for. The players that I don't know anyway. Next we have Victor Osimhen. And I'm probably butchering some of these names. I apologize for that. I kind of like the design of this. Next we have Christopher Nkunku. Next, definitely heard of this guy. This is Gerard Peak. It's a cool card to get. I believe there's another Gerard Peak card in this lot. Next we have Manuel Locatelli. Next we have Jack Grealish. Will was telling me this guy was pretty good. I don't know a whole lot about him. Next we have a few cards from, I guess, this subset called Under 23 Stars. This might be an insert lot. We got Felix Afena Guyan. Under 23 Stars rookie card. Next we have Ryan Cherky. Next, I've definitely heard of this guy, Pedri. It's a nice card to get. Yeah, there is another Gerard Peak right here. This is Ageless Alchemy. That's kind of a cool looking card. And this looks to be an insert. And the last two, definitely heard of both of these players, including the last one, and one of the main reasons I bought the set to begin with. These are Prophecy Fulfilled. This is Harry Kane. Definitely a nice player. And the last one, in my mind, the greatest soccer player playing today. And this is, I think, my third card that I have of him. And it's Kylian Mbappe, Prophecy Fulfilled, Refractor. Love this card. In my mind, this paid for the lot right here. All right, so that's the 12 card Merlin UEFA lot 2022. Next, we have the 2021 Topps Chrome Formula One, and these are all the same driver. And this guy is absolutely dominating Formula One. He probably wins one out of every 2 races I see on Sports Center. Just constantly in the win column. And this is Max Verstappen. These are all refractors, all 4 of them. And I guess this is the base card from the set. I had no Max Verstappen cards. There's the refractor right there. And so being able to combine this with the soccer lot, it was kind of a no-brainer. And then to win it for 99 cents, yeah. It's basically 25 cents a card. And this one, this is a Grand Prix Driver of the Day, Abu Dhabi. Again, we've got the refractor right there. And then both of these are the same card. These are Path to the Podium. So definitely happy to add those to the collection. All right. So the last lot that I'll be showing, this was a 7-card lot, and I want to say I paid like $4 for this shipped, and really kind of a no-brainer buy. There are several Hall of Famers in here. In fact, all of them but one are Hall of Famers, and for the most part, they're in nice condition. The first card I'm going to be showing has a little more corner wear than I like. And then there's another card that has a little bit of a corner wear issue, but the other ones are pretty nice. But anyway, for the money, it was definitely worth it. So first we have a 1962 Topps, 61 American League wins leaders. This has 2 Hall of Famers on it, obviously Whitey Ford. Then we have Jim Bunning. We have Frank Laurie and Steve Barber. But it definitely has more corner wear than I would like. But this is, the wood grain border, so it shows up a little more than it normally would. But no creases or anything like that. None of these have any creases in them. So I guess it's satisfactory condition. Next, I've always liked this card, but never picked it up. And he's now a Hall of Famer. In my mind, well-deserved. I always thought this was funny. This is an uncorrected error as far as I know, but it's Jim Cott. And on the front of the card, they actually put Jim Cat. Instead of K-A-A-T, they put K-A-T-T. So it's kind of cool that this card was in the lot. On the back, they do spell it correctly with the 2 A's. Yeah, definitely nice condition. Minor corner wear, but acceptable for sure. And the centering isn't bad at all. So really happy to get that one. Next, there are a couple of these. And one's definitely sharper than the other. The other has a little more corner wear, but they're both pretty nice. This is Buck Belters, Willie Stargell, and Don Clendenin. Don Clendenin. And big fan of Pops. don't have too many cards of his, and definitely like this one. There's that one. This one's definitely a little nicer, a little more off center, I believe, but definitely a wider border. Corners look a little nicer. Let me see the backs of these. Yeah, there's a big difference in the color of those two on the back. This one's like a yellow. But definitely happy to get those. Next, this is the non-Hall of Famer, but nice player, Amos Otis, rookie card, 1969. This one definitely has a little corner wear, but not bad. Of course, 69, you had the Miracle Mets, won the championship. Next, always liked this card, did not have this in the collection. And this one's really sharp. Off center, but really sharp. Love this set also. 1972 Topps, Frank Robinson. And I believe this is his last year with the Orioles before he goes to the Dodgers, I think, are his next team. Definitely happy to get this one. In the last one, I actually have a couple of these. I think this might be my third now. And moving into what I call modern, this is 1981 Topps Tim Raines rookie. And it's got a little corner wear. Not too bad, though. Definitely a fan of Tim Raines. So that was the, I guess, what I'll call vintage lot. I did pick up a single, and unfortunately, I was trying to bid on several cards from this seller, and this is one of the more higher profile sellers. And unfortunately, I didn't win any but this, and so I think I paid $202 for the card, but then I ended up paying $4 for shipping because I couldn't win anything else because all the cards were going for way more than I was thinking they would. But that's what you get when you go to one of the higher profile sellers, because they definitely have a larger audience than some. But still, I guess it's appropriately priced shipping wise. And if I paid $6 for this card, I wouldn't complain. But it is a little more off center than I was expecting. But anyway, this is a Jim Bunning, Hall of Famer, 1966 Topps. And it is pretty nice. It's got some sharp corners. It's really just a centering issue. And I suppose I could have waited another day and tried to win a couple more cards to try to save, with the shipping cost bundle, but just decided to kind of just pay for this and kind of move on to somewhere else. So there's the Jim Bunning. All right, so I actually have one more vintage card that I'm going to be showing, but I'm going to save it for the end of the video. So next, I'm going to be opening up this box of 21-22 Upper Deck NHL Star Rookies box set. This is a 25-card rookie set, and there's actually a chance select boxes contain a bonus autograph card. And then I don't know if you can see the fine print, but right over here it says autograph parallels are 1 in 20 packs. So 1 in 20 boxes, I guess. So I'm not expecting to get the bonus autograph in here. If we do, that would be fantastic. And also, there is a price on the front of this. This is $1. I ended up getting this with, several of those blasters that I purchased a couple weeks back. And I think I paid 99 cents for this. So You know, combined with shipping, I didn't pay much at all for this. So if it's just the set, I'll be more than happy. This is a loaded set, in my opinion. You know, you got Cole Caulfield, you've got Trevor Zegras, Moritz Seider, Lucas Raymond, um, Spencer Knight, and several others. Jamie Drysdale, I believe. Don't have a don't have a pair of scissors with me, so just do that, I guess. Oh, sorry for bumping the camera. All right, doesn't look to have a seal. All right, how is this in here? Interesting. Hopefully this comes out. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. Let me clear the box out of the way. And let's get into this set. Trying to be careful not ding any corners. Not really a fan of this way of packaging cards. But at the very least, this is kind of brittle cellophane, so it's breaking away pretty easily. Let's just get this corner. Here we go. All right. So I'm not sure if the autograph, if we do get one, replaces one of the other cards in the set, or if there's a 26th card. Not really sure. These definitely look pretty nice. Of course, we got Cole Caulfield. Number 1 card in the set. I guess I'll do this. Don't really like handling rock cards like this. All right, next we have Trevor Zegras. Big fan of both of these players. Next, this is a nice goalie, Jeremy Swayman. And I don't believe I have a Jeremy Swayman card, so happy to get this. He and Tuukka Rask seem to be a sort of dynamic duo. Next, I have a couple rookie cards of this guy, Alex Newhook. Let me move these over to the side so I don't bump them. Next, we have Spencer Knight. Next, we have Grigory Denisenko. Next, we have Jamie Drysdale. Definitely a fan of Jamie Drysdale. Next, we have Quentin Byfield. Big fan of Quentin Byfield. Shout out to For the Polls, FDP. He PCs Quentin Byfield. Next we have Kalen Edison. Got the Wild. Shout out to Julie Farnham. These are actually really nice. I should have tried to win another box set of this. Next we have Ross Colton. Quite a few of these sold for really cheap. I haven't seen another one listed on this guy's site. So next we have Shane Pinto. All right, let me scoot these off to the side. Start a new stack. Next we have Alex Barry Boulay. Next we have Jesse Yolanen. Not sure how you say that. All right, next we have Zach Jones. Next we have Alexander Holtz. Next we have Nils Lundqvist. Have a few cards of his. Next we have Cole Perfetti. Have a few of his cards as well. Next, big fan of this guy, Moritz Seider. He does sign TTMs through the mail, through a program that the Red Wings do. I think he's $20 per. Next, we have Vasily Podkolzin. Next, we have Lucas Raymond, another player I'm a really big fan of. Was lucky to get his young gun. Unfortunately, not Seider or Caulfield. Next, we have Philip Tomasino. Next, we have Anton Lundell. Did get his young gun. I think I have two of them, actually. Next, we have Mesa McTavish. Shout out to Sith, Spine Ticks. Big Ducks fan. All right, we have two more. Next, we have William Eklund. And the last card, and it looks like we're not getting an auto, Jake Neighbors. But I expected to not get an autograph with 1 in 20 odds. Odds are not in your favor, but still, really cool set. I'm very happy to pick that up, especially how cheap I paid for it. You know, I think this is just a quality class, and definitely happy to pick that up. All right, so the last item I will be showing today. This is an item that I've been wanting to pick up. Not this one in particular, but a item from this set for quite a long time. And really happy to get this. It was more or less just trying to figure out which player I wanted to get. And again, with stuff this old, the Hall of Famers are pretty much out of reach price-wise. So I wanted to get a notable player, without breaking the bank, and be able to add a item from this collection to my collection, or from this set to my collection. And I ended up pinpointing the player probably about 2 weeks ago, and said I definitely want to get an item of this player. And I found a couple of these for sale that I was kind of keeping an eye on. And then this one was posted, and it had a fairly reasonable price, and nobody had bid on it. And I think there was like 1 day left to go or something like that. But it also had or best offer. So I went ahead and took a shot, and I basically said, would you take half price for this plus shipping? And sent him the proposal, and to my surprise, he actually accepted. So really happy to get this, and I definitely got this below value of what they normally sell for. And he actually had, I believe, 5 other items from this set listed, but this was the one that I was looking for. And so I didn't try to get any of the others. Hindsight being 2020, I might have tried to get a couple more, and negotiated, a fair deal for them as well. But I guess no regrets. Very happy to get this one. And this is a 1914 Egyptian Straight Cigarettes B18 blanket of Red Murray. And a lot of you are like, who is Red Murray? Well, let me tell you who Red Murray is. First, let me show you this beautiful piece of felt. Just absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't ask for one in better condition. There's not a whole lot of fraying on the piece of felt. And definitely definitely happy to get this into the collection. Just absolutely gorgeous. That I think there were 90 different felts in this set, but they had several different variations where the infield, or I guess the infield, was a different color. The bases were a different color, and the flag's different color. And this is probably one of the more common ones, but I don't mind. It's easy to read the name. Some of the ones with the darker infield, it's really hard to see the name. So definitely really happy to get this one. And Red Murray is definitely a notable player. And I actually wrote up a little write-up. I got some of this information off of Sabre. I got some of this off of Wikipedia. But his name is John Joseph Red Murray. He played from 1906 to 1916. Actually, let me put this back on the screen. This thing's beautiful. And for the time being, this is the oldest baseball card in my collection. But I've actually broken that because I got another card that I will be showing probably next week that is older than this 1914. So anyway, back to Red Murray. He played from 1906 to 1916. He had a 270 lifetime batting average, 37 home runs, 579 RBIs. He was the NL home run leader in 1909. And this is a quote from J.C. Kofod in the April 1924 issue of Baseball magazine. He said, Red Murray was for years noted as one of the greatest outfielders in the National League. His throwing arm was the best ever. His ground covering ability and sureness of eye were classic. Furthermore, he was remarkably fast as a base runner and a noted batter as well. In his 7 seasons as a regular, Murray led NL outfielders in home runs, runs batted in, stolen bases, and assists a total of 16 times. Despite his impressive statistics in power hitting, base running, and fielding, he remains one of the least recognized stars of the dead ball era. Murray signed his first professional contract in 1906 with the St. Louis Cardinals. That season, he batted .257 in 7 games as a catcher and 34 in the outfield. In 1907, the Cardinals made him their regular left fielder, and he began to display his trademark combination of power and speed, slugging 7 homers, which was third in the NL, to go along with 23 stolen bases. On May 27th, Murray hit a home run measured at 471 feet, then considered the longest blast in St. Louis history. Perhaps his greatest season came in 1908, when at age 24, he played in all 154 games, finished second in the NL in stolen bases, 48, and third in hits, 167, home runs, 7, and total bases, 237. That December, the Cardinals traded him to the New York Giants in a deal for Hall of Famer Roger Bresnahan, giving Bresnahan a chance to manage and Murray a chance to play for a winning team. Red Murray became the cleanup hitter of John McGraw's juggernaut Giants of 1911 to 1913, winners of 3 consecutive NL pennants. From 1909 to 1912, Murray ranked third in the NL in total RBIs, trailing only Honus Wagner and Sherry Maggie. He and Wagner tied for the most home runs in the majors from 1907 to 1909 with 21, and though Murray's 1909 home run title was achieved with just 7 round trippers, they actually accounted for 4.6% of the league's 151 home runs, much higher than Barry Bonds' 2.5% in 2001. Those Giants were known mainly for their speed. Murray, Fred Merkle, and Fred Snodgrass tied for the Giants' team lead in stolen bases from 1911 to 1913. During a 3-year span from 1910 to 1912, Murray pilfered 143 sacks, second in the NL, only to Bob Bescher of the Reds, who had 217. Murray's combination of power and speed places him in some heady company. Since 1900, only 13 players have finished in the top 5 in the major leagues in home runs and stolen bases during the same season. Willie Mays, 1955, and Hank Aaron, 1963, are the only players to accomplish this feat in the past 70 years. Only 3 men have done it twice: Honus Wagner in 1907 and 1908, Red Murray in 1908 and 1909, and Ty Cobb in 1909 and 1910. Murray was no slouch on defense either. From his position in right field at the Polo Grounds, which the press often called Murray Hill, Red led all NL outfielders in assists in 1909 with 30, 1910 with 26. He was the only outfielder in the majors to accumulate more than 100 assists during the period of 1907 to 1910. And on September 10th, 1913, Murray threw out pitcher George McQuinlan on what appeared to be a clean single to right field. As for his glove work, Murray made 7 putouts in Game 7 of the 1912 World Series, including 2 that were described as spectacular. According to popular myth, Murray is remembered for being struck by lightning in a 1914 game. Murray, playing in the outfield for the New York Giants, caught a fly ball which would prove to be the final out of a 21-inning game on July 17, 1914. Immediately after catching the ball, Murray was struck by lightning and rendered unconscious. However, he managed to hold onto the ball, ending the game. According to the Baseball Almanac, however, Murray was not playing in the outfield during that game. This myth may have been exaggerated by a prior incident. According to multiple accounts, Murray preserved a 2-2 tie for the Giants during a torrential downpour on August 16, 1909. With 2 on and 2 outs in the 8th, and Christy Mathewson on the mound, Pirates second baseman Dots Miller sent a hard smash into the angry skies. Murray sprinted after the ball and made a spectacular barehanded grab as a bolt of lightning illuminated the field, rendering the catch all the more dramatic to witness. Murray's catch has been called the greatest catch in the history of Forbes Field, and it was later featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not. So, when you can put your name for a stretch of time with players like Honus Wagner, and when you can lead the league and all those different stat categories, home runs, stolen bases, assists, you know, you are an incredible player. And although he's probably not in the Hall of Fame due to longevity of his career, only playing, 10 or 11 years, he definitely had an amazing peak and was definitely one of the best players in the game. And really, really excited to get an item of his to add to the collection and sort of tell his story for those of you that have never heard of Red Murray. And, again, I've really wanted one of these Egyptian Straits B18 blankets for the longest time, and really happy to get one, and really happy that it's Red Murray. And yeah, I mean, the write-up that I just read kind of tells it all. He was an amazing player, and yeah, this item is definitely special. One of my favorite items in my collection. So with that, that's all I have for you this week. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I have some great stuff coming in over the next couple weeks, and can't wait to share it. Until next time, be sure to check out CHC's after party. That should be premiering right after this one ends. And until next time, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.